what extent? Today, we're going to see a man of God, what extent he had faith in God. Come on, let's see. One of Noah's descendants was a wealthy man called Abraham. He was a good citizen who believed in God. One day, God told Abraham to leave his home in Ur and move to another country. Place your trust in me, he said. I will make you the father of a great nation. Abraham didn't want to leave his comfortable home, but he trusted God. So he packed up his possession and left with his wife Sarah, his animals and his servants with his nephew Lot. After many years of traveling, they finally reached to a land called Canaan. But there was a problem. There was a quarrel between Lot and Abraham's servants. And if they all stay together, there won't be enough food and water for everyone. We must go our separate ways, Abraham told his nephew. Choose where you want to settle. Lot looked at the dry hills in the west, and then he looked at the lush valley in the east. I will go live there, he said selfishly, and off he gone to the valley. When Lot had gone, God spoke to Abraham. Look about you. All the land you see will always be yours. The lush and the dry. You will have many descendants as there are stars in the sky. You will be a father of a nation. And you will have son of your own. Abraham and Sarah did not have any children, and they were getting old. Too old to have children, they thought. But Abraham knew that God always keeps his promises. One hot day, a few years later, Abraham saw 3 strangers coming towards him as he sat to the opening of his tent. Come, he welcomed them. Take a rest and share our meal. So the strangers sat down in the shade. Abraham went to fetch some water and told Sarah to prepare some food. Thank you, said the man. Now let us tell you something. In 9 months' time, your wife will have a baby son. Sarah overheard this from where she sat in the tent. She laughed out loud. I'm too far old to have child, she thought. Hearing her, one of the visitors asked why she laughed. Nothing is too hard for the Lord, he said. Then Abraham knew that these men were no ordinary guests. The words they spoke came from God. Even though Abraham and Sarah knew that God had promised them a child, they found it so hard to believe that something wonderful can happen. But sure enough, in 9 months, God's promise came true. Sarah gave birth to a baby boy. Abraham and Sarah were filled with joy. They had longed for a child so many years. Abraham said, we should call him Isaac, which means he laughs. It will remind us the happiness we feel. Every day, Abraham and Sarah watched Isaac grow, and he crawled around, laughing laughing and playing. One day you'll become a fine young man, said his mother proudly. Abraham remembered that what God had told him for many years before, that his children would form the beginning of a great nation. With the birth of Isaac, he knew that this would come true.